A man buys a new house. He reaches out and rings the doorbell. Next thing he knows, the doorbell blows. Then he knocks on the door. The door collapses on itself. He goes in and fixes the door. And when he closed the door frame fell right off. The men were confused. Walt was ready to fix the stairs. And when he hit the door with his hammer. And he hit Anna with a splinter. Walt, who thought he'd done a good job. He jumped up and down on the steps. And the plank broke. His foot got stuck. That's when Anna found a rope. Curious, she pulled it up. Suddenly a raccoon appeared. She was terrified. Walt heard it and rushed upstairs to check it out. But as he ran, the stairs began to shake. Walt was confused. And then the whole staircase started to fall apart. And fell straight down. But Walt stumbled. He managed to grab the stairway. I didn't realize. Anna arrived just in time to check the stairway. And stepped on Walter's hand. It hurt so much that Walt fell straight down. He was still posing. The woman switched off the light and got ready for bed. Next thing you know, there's a leak in the roof. In the morning, Anna was going to make Walt breakfast. Walt was so scared, he rushed over to stop it. He was afraid the cooker would explode. He decided to keep an eye on the kitchen himself. And it was no surprise. As soon as Walt turned on the light, and the next thing he knew, there were sparks coming out of the walls. Sparks started coming out of the wall. The sparks traveled all the way along the doorframe and cracked the tiles. Even the mixer shorted out. Walt rushed to get water to put out the fire. The popcorn machine exploded instantly. But the sparks were still in the wall. Towards the kitchen. Walt rushed to get the kettle. And forgot about the TV. Walt was speechless. He decided to leave it alone. Not only did the exhaust fan fall off, and the oven door opened, the turkey inside was launched right into the air. In a perfect parabola. It landed in Anna's bathroom. Walt rushed over to check the situation. Anna was baffled. Roasting a turkey in the bathroom. The man poured water into the bathtub. But the next moment, the bathtub fell off. Walt was so angry, he wanted to laugh. He laughed helplessly. His girlfriend looked at him strangely. Walt had no choice. He had no choice but to call in a renovation team. This team not only had a cart and a drill, they even had muscle-bound men. He didn't feel like renovating a house. But the guy in charge said he'd seen this kind of house before. He told them to go to work without fear, so they went out with suspicion. As soon as the owner left, the renovation team immediately started to demolish the house. They clanked and smashed the exterior walls. They even used a drilling machine. When Walt came back from work, he was dumbfounded. Is this really a renovation? Why does it feel like demolition? He wondered if the person in charge was looking for revenge. But he said, if you're not satisfied, find someone else. But we're the only renovation team here. Walt had no choice but to pay. By the time Walt got home over the sand, he was about to see how much money he had left.